Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to really quickly share with you some items that are going to be in my Etsy shop along with my June Bloom collection tomorrow. Friday. I am listing everything at 3:00 p.m., which will also correspond with a video that will be released sharing the collection here on my channel. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested. But today I thought I would give everybody a heads up on some other things that are going to be in the shop as well, so you can have an idea and think through some things if you're interested and you don't have to try to see it all at once. I'm going to have a couple different ephemera paper packs that you can get to go along with the collection if you want to. I have found using these collections over the past couple months that sometimes I wish I had a little bit more. I do think that the collections come with a great variety for the price point. I want to keep it at a lower price point so people can purchase it and not feel like they're spending an arm and a leg to do it. So to keep it at a lower price point, you know, I try to have a variety of items, but sometimes it would be more fun to have more papers and things like that, because I like to use a lot of that. At least I do personally when I'm crafting in my journal. So I'm going to have a couple different options here. This is a 16 piece pack of ephemera. Not really though, if you count every single one of these tickets, it's 21 pieces. So this, I will have 10 different sets of this. So there's 6 plain white tickets there that you can do something with, a couple price tags, a larger time card, and while this does poke out of the kit, I like folding these in half and making a pocket out of them anyway. That's in the kit. A layaway tag, another time card. This is a little seed bag packet. And then for some extra book pages, this is a flower book page. So you're kind of getting some ideas of things that might be in the kit. We'll find out tomorrow. A couple book pages out of a gardening book. This one has, I tried to put images together. Of course, they're all different because they're coming from the same book, but this one has some sketches here. This one has a flower image here and on the back. This is another book of the garden, but it's all text. This comes from a Better Homes and gardening book, and I like the image on there. This is a card that came out of a flower set about how to grow flowers. So I like that. There are a couple book pages from the fairies book, the complete book of the flower fairies. That's the books that I used a lot in this collection. And they're all different, of course, different images, but I tried to include more images. And then there's poetry that you could use on the back there. This is another This is another gardening book that I had on hand with some great images and flower information. And this is a rather large sheet, so that's fun. And then an extra sheet of old music paper. So again, there will be 10 of these in the shop, and this is a smaller ephemera pack. There are 16 pieces, but if you were to divide up the tickets, like I said, there are 21 pieces in the package. All right, and now moving into a larger collection. There are 30 pieces here, and again, 30, I don't know, I'd have to count it. I have 30 pieces here with these tickets not divided up. So here is another strip of white tickets. 2 more price tags here. This one has a stained index card with some stamping that matches the collection. A time card, another one of those manila type time cards. This one comes with 2 additional seed packets made out of craft paper. There's no sticky on these, by the way, just so you know. Stuck together, so make a liar out of me. There. But there's no adhesive to close the package. It's just a little seed packet. There's an old Rolodex card, a glassine bag, and this is the size I like to use that I found fits the tag in the kit. So it's 3 inches by 6 inches. There's a layaway tag. There's a pink card with a white envelope. An additional brown craft sack. There is a fairy postcard here in this collection. Some green hearts. I don't think the hearts are really coming through, but this is a green stained heart piece of paper. There is one piece of paper like this that is a ledger size, what's it called, legal size paper that has been ink stained, and you will get one of these that either is orange green or this lighter green. I just wanted to show you because they're all handmade. So you are going to get one of these legal size papers. It could just vary in color, but it does match the collection. A pink heart stained dyed paper, two of these flower cards. They will of course vary like any of the book pages will. A book page out of this flower manual. Okay, this is a different flower book, and it kind of has, it has stories about how the flowers got their names. So there will either be 2 or 3 pages per flower story, depending on how many pages the story took. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm tripping all over myself with that. So there's going to at least be 2 pages for each flower story. Of course, they are all different. I think these are a lot of fun. This one has part of another flower on the back, but it's about, you know, the initial story. Here's another complete Book of the Garden text page. One with some of those sketches on there. This one has some pretty colored images here. 2 more pages out of the fairy book. Of course, they will differ. I know I say that a lot, but I get nervous. People might think they're all the same, but they are not. Another large page out of this flower manual, and 1 sheet of music. So this is a larger ephemera pack. There will also be 10 of these available in my shop. I also had a little bit of time on my hands this weekend, believe it or not, and I made some handmade tags that will be in my shop. I'm really excited about these. These were a lot of fun. So I used that old book paper here. I have this lace piece that I have inked. I've added a little bit of thread to this one, some old buttons, another little piece of thread, of lace. There is some stitching that goes around the whole tag, and on the back is another book page. I was going to add some white paint or gesso for writing, but I decided against it. That's something that's pretty simple to do. If you should decide you want these tags, you can do that yourself. I didn't want to do it in case you wanted this image showing and to add some photos to, or just to write around or something. So it is a pretty heavy duty piece. I added some cardstock in the center of this one. So there are 3 tags in this set. Another pretty book page. Some more little bits of layering here with this lace flower that I've inked. A couple of buttons. That one still has the thread in it, so I love that. Really pretty image. Some more lace and a little metal piece with a button in the center. And then there's the back of that one. And then the third piece. Pretty much the same thing going on here. There's some more gold thread under that button that still has the old thread in it. Some staining on the lace. All right, so that is it for that set. I do have another one very similar. So here's the second and last set of tags made in this style. Love these book images. This one has some tea-stained cloth here behind this metal butterfly, just another little piece of lace there, and then some more buttons. I love that old button. So cool. And then here's the back of that one. And then here on this piece of lace, I have a couple buttons here again. Really pretty book page and some more layering at the top. Love that image. And then the last tag in this set. And then this set of tags is 5. I have 5 of these tags. I've used some images out of the book to make these. I've added 2 pieces of music together to make it a little sturdier. This is old music, so I wanted to make sure it held up okay. I've inked all of the edges with some vintage photo ink to give it an aged look, and that is the same throughout all of these tags. Okay, so this one just has a piece of lace on the edge. There's a lot of stitching up there, an old button piece, and some lace there. It's this sweet little image over some cheesecloth and a couple old buttons. And then here is another tag. Love that sweet little image of those fairies playing on those teapot or those watering cans. This one has some tooling behind the image, some more stitching, little piece of lace and some old buttons there. This one, I just happened to have a sheet of music out of that book that said bird song, so I thought that was fitting for this image. I've layered it over some cheesecloth and then a couple pieces of lace on the edges with some old buttons. Here's another really pretty image of some fairies dancing, a button, some lace, really pretty trims. These trims that my friend Rhonda shared with me are so awesome. And then some little tooling there behind that image as well. And then the last tag in this set, more beautiful Rhonda trim. Sweet little image here with some cheesecloth, little piece of lace and a button. And I just think these are so much fun and so pretty. So that is one set, and I do have one more of these. All right, this set is much more colorful instead of aged, so these are super fun. I have this one with the sweet little image again, some more beautiful trim, a little bit of lace, some buttons here, and pretty on the back. These are the same images that were on the last tag. I've used them again. I like fairies are mischievous, as we all know, and I like that this one says jokes like that one. So it talks about joking around and they're on the watering cans. I love that. I just think that's fun. So some buttons again, some colorful buttons this time. It's on some cheesecloth. And then here's another pretty bird image with some cheesecloth here. Same elements as before. Then here's this tag. I like how this one says off on the wing. I intended that. I'm always happy when I can find a little play on words. This one has some pink tulle here. I forgot to mention that. As does this one. It has a little faint pink coloring there. And then the last one, he's on top of some cheesecloth, colorful little buttons, beautiful trim, and here's the back. Okay, and that is it for that set, and then some little bits of random here. This is going to come in a glassine bag, and I had a couple of those fairy postcards left, so this set will include this little strawberry imaged postcard, the strawberry fairy, a layaway tag, a little green doily that will match the book, and then 1 yard of this lace trim with some flower images here that are whites. So there's a whole yard of that. I can't get that on camera, but it's been cut apart and is ready to use in your journal. So there's one of those. This one is very similar, only I had an element. I have this little fairy pin I found in my collection of stuff. It is a pin with everything still attached. It's a heavy metal piece, but somebody might have some fun with that on a yard of that trim again. I won't unwrap it this time. And the same thing, there's a little green doily, a layaway tag, and then this card comes with this image that is called the Gorse Fairy. Love that, so sweet. And again, there is only one of these available. Now I do have 4 packages of these little appliques that will be up in my shop. This is a smaller set. I also have a larger set. I've cut all of these out and inked them up so they're ready to go and add inside of your journal. All of them are slightly different from one another. I will have them listed separately in my shop so you can get a picture of what the different pieces look like, because obviously they can't all look the same, but this one has an interesting thing going on in the background. This one is orange and has 1 leaf. This one has 2 leaves, and then this one is just a flower and then a little leaf spray. So you get 5 elements here, and there are 4 different sets of these. And then last but not least, there is going to be a larger set of appliques. I think this one comes with 8. I'm gonna have to count them out together because I can't remember. So they all include a larger piece. There's a little leaf here. There's a leaf spray. There is a flower, 2 flowers, 3 flowers, a double-leafed flower, and a single-leaf flower. All of them have the same elements, but of course they look a little differently. So they will all be listed separately so you can get an idea of what there is. And yes, there are 8 pieces in this set. There will be 4 of them. Okay, you guys, and that's it. That's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing everything. I hope that you found it inspiring, and I hope that you too are excited to see tomorrow's collection release with me. I have worked so hard on this kit, and I love seeing it all come together in the end. It just makes my heart so happy. So anyway, again, a reminder that video will be released tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, along with all of this and the collection in my Etsy shop as well. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. Thank you everyone who has purchased my collections thus far, and thank you for the amazing feedback. I appreciate it so very much. You guys motivate me, and I appreciate you so much. So thank you again. I hope that you all have a wonderful afternoon or evening whenever it is that you're watching this video. I guess I shouldn't be so specific with my time. Is it my first day? No. Anyway, okay. I'm getting giddy and I think it's time for lunch. All right, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.